What is up, Internet? Welcome back to Milehighkei, America's smallest K-car channel. Today, I'm going to be doing something that I've been meaning to do for a long time, and I've just been putting up with it, and it's not very exciting. I wish it was motor stuff, but it is actually upholstery stuff. Right now, this is my driver's seat out of my Acty, and this sweater is currently blocking off what lies beneath, and it is not pretty. So this is the original seat to the van, and it is obviously falling to pieces. There's foam missing. The foam is actually crumbling, and the actual seat cover is ripped to shreds. And you might be able to see on camera, I don't know if you can tell, but I have cleaned the back part of the seat right here with just some simple green and a magic eraser, and it is much better than it was before. So I'm going to be repeating the process of cleaning the good parts of the seats on the passenger seat, and I won't be needing to be cleaning this because I am just going to be replacing it with these. So these are new old stock seat covers for a Honda Acty. This is the passenger seat because it has the nice little carrier on the underside of the seat cover. So I won't be replacing the passenger seat yet because mine is still in fairly good condition. What I really care about is this one. So I bought these off of Yahoo Auctions Japan. These are really hard to find, just the covers. They come up all the time with just plain old new seats or used seats, but I've never seen a new pair of actual seat covers. So these are new old stock, and that is what I'll be using to replace the cover on the old one. And it comes with Honda packaging. So that's super exciting. I'm going to be keeping this, but now I'll be starting the process of actually taking off the old seat cover and putting on the new one. So this is going to look really awesome. There's definitely going to be a difference between the new one and the old back, but it's as close as I can get for now until I can find a new back cover. But I'm going to get started on this and show you how I'm going to go about it. So the first step is I'm going to remove the back part of the seat from the bottom part of the seat just to make it a little easier to deal with. So right here you just have a little Phillips head screw, and this will allow you to very carefully snap off the cover. And this is the first time I've seen this connector. So on this side, these are two 14mm bolts, and so I'll need to take that off to get this whole component off. And then on the other side, over here, I believe this is just a 12mm bolt. So I'll get these three bolts off, take the whole back off, and then we'll really get started. Okay, now the back is off of the seat, as you can see, and now we're going to flip it over, and in order to get access to these flaps of the cover, I'm going to remove the seat rails. Only this side is the adjustable one, and then this one just corresponds to this. They're not connected with the bar in the middle. It just has two 12mm bolts per, so you have to have it slid back, and then you slide it forward in order to get to the back one. Okay, now you remove the seat rail and you set it aside in a safe location, and repeat for the other side. Okay, now that we have the seat rails off, we have access to all of the mounting points for the cover. And as you can see, there's all of these brass bowl rings, kind of like the ring that they put on a bull's nose. Oh, wow! There is a special wrench or pliers that allows you to crimp these and put them on. But what I noticed is that since the rings already cause a hole in the actual flap that folds around, I'm just going to punch holes through that and use some zip ties to hold them on. It's not the right way, but it'll work for what I'm doing right now. If I ever want to replace them in the future, I can, but now I can use a snips and just clip all of the bowl rings off and repeat this all the way around. And then we can take off the actual cover and see the state of the foam underneath, as well as see the actual frame for the seat. So I'm gonna get that done real quick and we'll see you in a sec. So if anyone was curious, this is what the inside and underneath of a nearly 30-year-old K-van seat looks like. This is pretty thrashed, so this will be throwing away, but I'm not going to throw it away quite yet because I might need to save it so I can get a template for how we're going to cut out the new bit of foam that we're going to use to replace this piece, because this is also pretty thrashed as well. So this is really cool. This shows that it's the right seat, or the driver's seat. This is the model number for the actual seat. So I could probably order this if I found a place that has it, but since I don't, I'm just going to make a template of this and cut it out of a new bit of foam that I bought from the craft store. In this clip, I actually finished the seat with what is now Plan A by making a new foam cushion out of these gray scraps of foam, as well as the white foam that I got from the craft store. And the reason why I decided to start over was that I didn't like how it filled out the new cover. So I broke off all of the zip ties, which ended up being a really good idea because it made it really easy to swap everything out. So I removed the foam cushion that I made and I just repaired the existing cushion and added this piece of white foam on top to help reinforce the cushion to make it a little bit more comfortable, because the existing cushion was kind of deteriorating and it's 30 years old. So what do you expect? And then this little piece I added to the bottom so that the foam wouldn't be able to fall out from underneath, because since the yellow foam is so old, it kind of crumbles. So that thin piece of white foam is there to just make it a little bit nicer and clean. After reattaching the zip ties, I was able to complete the assembly of the seat. So I just put the seat rails back on, reattached the back of the seat, and then I was able to put it back into the car. It was really easy this way, and I really wish I would have done it Plan B in the first place. It would have just saved me some running back and forth to the craft store. But this is the finished product. that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Shortly in the future, we'll have some great videos about the E07A engine out of a Honda Beat. I am getting some head work done on it, so stay tuned for that. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, and keep it small.